What's up, squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies, and you already know what time it is. Welcome back to Cess Talks Sports. If it's your first time here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and make sure you don't miss the next drop. And everybody, like, comment, and share this video so I know you pull it up. This is the place where we break down the past, present, and the future of the game. And today, we're taking it back to the D. 313 stand up. This right here, this ain't just a history lesson. This is a celebration. This is a blueprint. This is a movement because the Detroit Shock are back, y'all. And if you don't know why that matters, you're about to find out. Let's talk about the rise, the reign, the relocation, and the return of one of the most dominant, disrespected, and unforgettable dynasties in WNBA history. Let's get into the Detroit Shock. Born in 1998, part of the WNBA second expansion class, the Detroit Shock were not one of the original 8, but still pioneers in their own right. They played at the legendary Palace of Auburn Hills before it was knocked down. They shared that heart with the Detroit Pistons. Their name, it wasn't random. Shock was chosen to represent power, electricity, and the energy of Detroit, Motor City, home of Motown, muscle cars, and now women's pro hoops. Their colors, red, white, and blue, matched the Pistons, but it came with its own energy. Their first head coach was Nancy Lieberman, one of the first women to coach a pro team of any gender. That in itself was historic. Lieberman was a visionary, but even with her experience, the team struggled to find its identity in a young, evolving league. She just didn't really fit the Motor City, you know? In the early years, the Shock had strong individual talents. Jennifer Azzi, a cerebral point guard and Olympic gold medalist, legend in her own right. Sandy Brondello, a future WNBA champion coach. Cindy Brown, a scoring and rebounding threat. But the chemistry wasn't there. It just had that Detroit feel. The team never cracked 18 wins during their first 5 seasons. Detroit was hungry, but the recipe wasn't right yet. The Laimbeer takeover. 2002 changed everything. Enter Bill Laimbeer, former bad boy Piston. He took over mid-season as head coach and general manager. And listen, he brought the smoke, the toughness, and the mentality that turned his team around fast. That same year, the team drafted Swing Cavs, a standout from UConn's dominant 2002 national championship team, and would soon build around a core that included Deanna Nolan, Ruth Riley, and Ricky Cheryl Ford, the daughter of an NBA Hall of Famer. Ford made an immediate impact and was named 2003 WNBA Rookie of the Year. In just one season under Laimbeer, Detroit went from last place in 2002 to first place in 2003. They stormed through the playoffs, defeating the Cleveland Rockers, Connecticut Sun, and Los Angeles Sparks to claim their first WNBA title. Ruth Riley was named Finals MVP after a dominant performance against Lisa Leslie and the Sparks. It was the greatest single-season turnaround in league history, and it ignited the beginning of a dynasty. From 2004 onward, they were building a dynasty. The Shock became a perennial powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. They reached the WNBA Finals 4 times in 6 years, 03, 06, 07, 08, and won 2 more championships in 06 and 08. In 06, the Shock battled the Sacramento Monarchs in one of the most competitive final series in league history. The 5-game thriller ended with Detroit claiming its second title. Deanna Nolan emerged as the team's go-to scorer and was crucial in the victory. In 07, the Shock returned to the finals but fell to the Phoenix Mercury in a high-scoring, fast-paced series. In 2008, bolstered by the veteran leadership of Katie Smith, who joined the team in 05, the Shock captured their 3rd WNBA title. Smith, known for her clutch shooting and leadership, was named Finals MVP after sweeping the San Antonio Silver Stars 3-0. This stretch cemented Detroit as a WNBA dynasty. They became the second franchise to win 3 championships following the Houston Comets. After 08, roster changes, injuries, and league-wide challenges began to impact the franchise. Cheryl Ford dealt with injuries, Swing Cash was traded, and Laimbeer left the team in 09. Attendance at the Palace declined, and financial pressures mounted. In 09, the franchise was sold to a group of investors in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with plans to relocate for the 2010 season. Despite fan resistance and deep Detroit roots, the team officially moved and rebranded as the Tulsa Shock. The new team struggled for several years and failed to reach the same heights. In 2016, the franchise moved again, this time to Dallas, Texas, where it became the Dallas Wings, continuing under that name till present day. There were some key players and a great coaching legacy during that time. So let's give some flowers to the legends. Swing Cash, a 2-time WNBA champion with the Shock, 03-06, and a dynamic forward known for her scoring, leadership, and fierce competitiveness. Cash made 2 All-Star appearances while with Detroit. Ruth Riley, the 2003 Finals MVP, Riley was dominant interior presence who anchored the defense and delivered in big moments. Cheryl Ford, a rebounding machine in 2003 Rookie of the Year. Ford was one of the league's most physical forwards during her prime, leading the league in rebounds multiple seasons. Deanna Nolan, nicknamed Tweety. Nolan was the engine of the Shock's offense during their championship years. A three-time WNBA All-Star, she played a key role in all three titles. Katie Smith, a veteran leader who joined Detroit in 2005. Smith was the Finals MVP in 2008 and delivered in clutch moments throughout her tenure. And then you got Bill Laimbeer, the architect. He made them believe. Rick Mahorn, his enforcer turned coach, carried the culture from the Pistons to the Shock. They turned this squad into one of the toughest teams in league history. 3 WNBA titles, 03, 06, 08. 4 conference titles, multiple All-Stars. This was the first true dynasty after the Houston Comets era, and they did it differently. Physical, defensive, gritty, blue collar. They brought a Midwest identity to a league that needed villains, needed stories, needed pride outside of the coast. Detroit gave the WNBA its edge. Now here's the big news. The league heard the people. Detroit is officially back. This week, the WNBA announced that the Detroit Shock will return as part of the league expansion in 2029. Y'all, that's 4 years to build the future. 4 years to remember the past. 4 years to bring the band back together again. This ain't a nostalgia play. This is legacy in motion. No more what ifs. No more empty banners. The palace may be gone, but the spirit, the soul, it never left. They'll be coming back into a league that's bigger, bolder, and more watched than ever. And best believe Detroit won't just show up. They'll compete. Expect merch drops. Expect youth clinics. Expect community support. Expect sold-out arenas. And if they do it right, expect another dynasty. This return ain't just good for Detroit. It's good for the league. More jobs. More talent pipelines. More regional rivalries. More of the Midwest locked in. Imagine Detroit versus Chicago. Detroit versus Indiana. Detroit versus New York. This move brings balance. It restores history. And it shows the W that it ain't just about expansion. It's about restoration. So now what, fam? Now we show up. Now we make noise. Now we get our daughters and nieces and nephews and sons into gyms and AAU runs with Shock on their chest. Now we hold these owners accountable to represent the city right. And if you never saw the Detroit Shock in their prime, pull up the tapes. Watch them scrap. Watch them own the paint. Watch that 2003 parade. Because Detroit basketball, it ain't dead. It just took a lap around the block. So y'all go ahead and give it a try because they bringing it back. Detroit basketball. All right, fam. Make sure you drop a comment with your favorite Detroit Shock memory or what you're most hyped to see when they return in 2029. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share this video with someone who loves the game. Catch y'all next time on Cess Talks Sports, where we always bring you the latest on rising stars and legends in the making. Keep hooping. Stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. I'm out.